Hey ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing? Let me know if you can hear me. I want to know if you can hear me this time around. Tap on the screen if you can hear me. Tap on the screen if you can hear me. Tap on the screen if you can hear me. Holla if you hear me. So if you can hear me, just basically tap on the screen. Eve, what's happening, my brother? Good to have you. Welcome to my scope. Welcome to my scope. Just tap on the screen if you're able to hear me. I want to make sure you hear me because the first scope I think had a bit of drama. So we want to make sure the one we do now is drama free. Hey, good afternoon, sir. What's happening? Good to have you. Can you hear me? Just make sure you tap on the screen and comment if you can hear me. How's it going? Which part of the world are you on from? Are you from the Congo side? Or are you from the Kabila side, or you are on the I can't believe I've forgotten your prime minister, Cameroon side. So let me know which side you are at, and please, if you're joining in my scope for the first time, do tell me what your name is and tap on the screen and share and invite with your friends to be part of our scope today. Alright, so can you hear me? I want to make sure that we hear me because Periscope has been a little bit crazy. So you can tap on the screen if you're able to hear me. Tap on the screen. Okay, thank you so much. That's all I want to know. So if you want to keep tapping, continue tapping, do continue tapping. But I just want to make sure that you're able to hear me and give me the comments. Tell me which part of the world you're joining in. Today, which state, which city, which country, and what time is it where you're joining in from. Thank you for the hearts. At least if I see the hearts, I know you guys are able to hear me and you're able to connect with me, so I can do my thing. So do tell me which city, which country, and do me a favor, invite your friends to be able to join this scope. How do you invite them? You just click up. If you're using an Android phone, you slide up and click share, and then if you're using iOS, you just slide from your right to left, and then you'll be able to share and invite your friends to be able to pop in and be part of our scope today. That's how you do it. So it's free. You don't have to pay anything. So you tap for free, you invite your friends for free. And I strongly believe that your friends are gonna be inspired, motivated, so you can invite your friends on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Periscope as well. So do share with us which city, which country you are joining in from. I am definitely scoping from the best. This is how we. This side of the world. So you can take a guess. So this is my country, this is how we enjoy life, this is how we live life, I'm coming from Africa, Zambia to be specific. You call it Africa, we call it home. So the most amazing, excellent continent that we live in is Africa. I love it to bits, and I am Coach Pastor Steady Van. I'm a life coach, motivational speaker, radio personality, and TV. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a consultant, I'm a trainer, I'm a writer, and I'm passionate about developing the lives of people, giving people an opportunity to become better at what they do. So basically, what we're going to be doing today is I'm talking about one of the subjects that I'm passionate about. And I'm so excited because I think it's something, it's a subject that will definitely, shape your life and where you're headed to and where you're going. Just like as the title is saying, your brand is your passport stroke visa. So your brand is your passport or visa. So whatever you do in life, wherever you be, tap on the screen so that I know you are there. Periscope is not at its best level. So when you're tapping on the heart, I know you are hearing me. You're definitely hearing me. When you comment, I know you're definitely hearing me because it keeps showing wrong numbers out there. So you have to keep tapping. And remember, if you never gave a heart, it's okay. Even if you tapped one heart, it's okay because I know you're able to hear me. So it's not a heart that we're trying to, ask for, but it's basically just to know that you're able to hear me and we're clear to go and do what we are supposed to be doing today. So tell me what country, what city you're joining in from. I'd like to, holla at you, give you a shout out, and just get to know you before I get on straight to what I'm going to be doing. I'm not going to be long. So right, so we're good. Are you able to hear me? One heart, tap one heart. You don't have to give all the hearts if you don't want to. Just tap one heart because I know you're hearing me. Just one heart is enough. So if you can tap one heart, I know you are able to hear me out there. So let's get to do this thing, and let's push to the next level. So here's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm talking about your brand is your passport stroke visa to your success. Whatever you want to do. I mean, I've been doing personal branding for the last 5 years. We developed this product now. This is our 5th year that we built iBrand. iBrand is basically a personal development program that helps people become better in reaching them and adding value for them to be able to succeed and do better what they do with their lives. And every year we do it once every year. So we've done the iBrand bootcamp. We've done the iBrand. I want to try and see if I can show you some pictures of what we've done so far. We've done the iBrand seminar, and between January and March we do the coaching program. So the coaching is open until March, and the bootcamp and the seminars are done the first 3 months of the year, because those are the crucial months of the year, because you are setting the tone, the pace of how the rest of your year is gonna be like, how you will win, how you will succeed and do what you're supposed to be doing. So once we do it this time, I mean, it's once and for all, we close it. So this is a very powerful tool that we've created and developed, and I am here just to challenge you, try to stretch you, push you to go to the next level of your life, the next level of your assignment, so that you can win in everything that you're doing when it comes to personal branding. So those are critical things that we're going to be doing. So we've done the iBrand bootcamp, we've done the iBrand seminars, and now we're doing the iBrand coaching program. But today I just said I needed to do something that will help you, understand, build your brand, run with your brand, and become better at what you do. Because what my interest as your coach is to make sure you succeed and fly high and do better, with what you do. So if I can make you win, I'll definitely be the happiest man, alive, because that's what I am here to do. That's what I wake up doing. That's what I dream about. Your success, you becoming better at what you do, and making sure that nothing gets in the way of creating that brand you desire to create. So we're going to be talking about your brand is your passport. And if you're able to hear me, just pop out the hats out there. Pop out the hats. We want to make sure we hear you on the other side. Thank you for those beautiful hearts. I know it's all right. I know you are there. That's what matters the most. All right, so I'm just going to give you a quick, view of what we've done with the iBrand. We've done it for 5 years, and I'm just going to show you what we did this year. I'm just popping through my computer to pick out, all right. So this is what we've basically done, what we've done as for 2016. So this is a bootcamp that we did host, and that's a bootcamp that we did, so that's the iBrand bootcamp that we did. So I'm sure you can see a number of stuff out there. So that's the 2016 iBrand that we did, So we went to a resort for some days. We did the iBrand, just inspiring people, motivating people, building people to become better at what they do. So that's how the iBrand did. So this is our 5th anniversary of what we've done, and those are the people we were just inspiring, motivating, building excellent people by the Lake Kariba. That's one of our lakes. Kariba, that's where we generate electricity. So that's basically what we've been able to do. Awesome people. So branding people. Hey, good to have you, sir. Thank you so much for joining in. I didn't see my mentor is in the house. I think Periscope, my mentor and my pastor is in the house. Thank you. If you follow him, you will definitely get inspired. So this is what we did by Kariba, and just motivating people and inspiring people to become better at what they do. So we went for a boat cruise. So this is after we did the branding, we went for a boat cruise. So this is a team just inspiring and motivating people to become better at what they do. So there we go. Now this is branding. This was a branding boot camp. So now we're going to the lake, just to talk about, personal branding, so we just did different scenes. All right, so I'm just going to do a quick, this is very important to me because if you talk about your brand, it's something that is critical. Your brand is your passport and your visa. If you will fly out in a zone where you're not a citizen, where you are a foreigner, you will have to have your visa and you will have to have your passport. No matter how persistent you are, no matter how determined you are, to get in a different country, no matter how zealous you are, no matter how much you're excited about, no matter how much you want to be able to get into a different country, in a different zone, you will need your passport, you will need your visa. And that's what personal branding is. If you're going to take a flight into a love life that is amazing, into a business that is amazing, your brand is going to be your passport. If you will go into new levels of business, new levels of ministry, how you create your brand is very key. So your brand is going to be able to set you apart from everyone that is trying to walk in the space that you're walking into. And that's your visa and that's your passport. So no matter how much you say you are good at what you do, if you've not branded what you do, if you've not developed a brand that is able to speak for you and launch you out to where you're supposed to be, you're gonna stay, backwards. And I'm always passionate when I'm speaking about the subject of branding, especially when I'm speaking to Christians. The corporate world understands it better, and they understand the value of, what does your personal brand stand for? What does my personal brand stand for? Well, we'll definitely be able to look out for, I'll be able to give it out to you when I talk about my personal brand towards the end of that. So in the corporate world does understand, and it's easy for them to be able to understand branding. But it becomes crazy when you're talking to faith-based people, because they feel like just because you're a Christian, just because you're a God-fearing person, that's enough for you to be able to succeed. I'll give you a biblical example. You cannot put new wine in old wine skins. For you to succeed, to grow. I've been sitting in my office, a couple of days, re-strategizing, growing my brand, refining my mission and my vision, which you've asked me what does my personal brand stand for and what am I known for? That's what I've been trying to knit and create and refine. I basically have it here, add here. And I was just going through it, refining it, developing it. Basically, my vision is fulfilled lives, empowered nation, helping people find their purpose, motivating them and equipping them to achieve it. Everything I do, the 4 organizations that I run, basically represent that brand. Fulfilled lives, empowered nation. That's my focus. That's my brand. That's what my brand stands for. When I show up, my job is to help people find their purpose, motivating them and equipping them to be able to achieve what they've been assigned to do. That's what my brand is about. That's what I live for. That's what I am excited and passionate to be able to do for my life. But that's basically, aside, apart from your question that you asked me. So if you're going to succeed, if you're going to get into a flight business success, a flight emotional success, a flight marriage success, friendship success, you need the brand, you need a visa for you to be able to cross over. And what is your visa? It's your brand. If you want to have better relationships, it's your brand. If you want to have better business, deals, transactions and contracts, it's a brand. And I was speaking to a friend of mine and we spoke for just 10 minutes. And in 10 minutes, he said things that were so powerful about branding. And instantly, something in my system started to change and shift. A lot of us, what kills us, is that God allows people to speak to us, but our ears are it's too much wax. Your spiritual ears, your actual ears have got so much wax, so that when you even have an opportunity to learn and grow and advance, you always want to stay the way you are. You change not. A brand, for instance, I go through my profiles, I go through everything, I'm redoing everything. I've just been redesigning my profiles and all of those things. It's about branding. Am I praying less? No, I'm praying more. Just because I pray more doesn't mean that I'm not stretching out to become better at growing my brand. We need to be able to represent, whether it's in your business, whether you're going to have a business meeting, there's a way you speak, there's a way you look, there's a way you dress, there's a way you smell. that speaks about your brand. Just because you are skilled and talented doesn't mean you cannot package your brand the right way. So your packaging could become, the reason you are denied access in a foreign land. And a foreign land is not just like a country. A foreign land is a place where you're trying to venture in to be able to do business. I'll give an example. If you come to Zambia and you want to go buy land, when you go to the chief's place, in the deep areas, you have to brand yourself in a certain way. You don't show up and say, hey, what's up, chief? No, you're not going to have access to see the chief and the king. You have to lay prostrate. You have to get on your knees, and prostrate on your right and your. That's a protocol. That's a brand in that area. And no matter how intelligent and excellent you are, if you don't follow the brand protocol of that area you're going into, you're not going to have access to those minerals that you desperately want, because there's a protocol to be able to access. So in branding yourself, you have to understand that your brand will give you access in different places. That's your passport, that's your visa. So you have to invest time to create, a brand that will be able to penetrate to go to the next level of your life. It's the same with marriage. You can't just show up you looking like your ancestors, you've got, your makeup is out of order and you say God loves you, you're going to get married anyhow. No, you got to brand yourself. Yes, you have that's your responsibility. It's not God's job to help you do that. Even if you're going for a job interview, how are you branding yourself? Because your brand is your passport to getting the next job. Your brand is your passport to getting a promotion. And these things are not automatic. I don't understand why some people feel like these things are automatic. It just happens. Everything is on you. So you don't take full responsibility. There's a way you have to brand yourself. The way you present yourself, the way you walk into an interview, the way you carry yourself is very, very key to your success. Are you guys able to hear me? Can I get some taps? Can we get some taps if you're able to hear me? Can you get some taps? So whatever you want to do, give me some hearts if you can. Tap on the screen if you're able to, and invite your friends. So if you will win in 2016, if you will build great businesses, if you will build great friendships, if you will build amazing, networks, the way you brand yourself is key. And I see so many people that jump on Periscope not realizing the power of this platform. This is a global platform. It's not an American or African, Asian platform. It's an international platform. So when you step into a platform like this platform has got power to sell your brand. So whatever you do on Periscope and on social media, you are selling your brand. So Periscope is giving you access. Will you be granted the visa to be able to get to the next level? It's entirely up to you. So what you do in this space is your responsibility for you to win. If you're joining in for the first time, you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Coach Steady Divine. I'm a life coach, motivational speaker. I'm a TV and radio personality. I'm an entrepreneur and a writer, and I'm passionate about helping people find their purpose and build them to go to the next level, to be able to succeed and achieve their goals and their dreams. And I'm scoping from the best ever continent, Africa. You guys call it Africa, we call it home, and Africa rocks. So the southern part, Zambia to be specific, that's where I'm scoping from, and I'm excited to be inspiring you and motivating you and adding value, to your life and to you succeeding. I'm going to read out something to you, and I'm going to get out of your way and let you think about what I'm going to say to you. I like this one. It's very powerful. Personal branding ensures your walk is louder than your talk. Personal branding ensures your walk is louder than your talk. That's very key. Your walk is louder than your talk. There's so many people that have got so many deep insecurities inside of them. And this is why I love personal branding, because personal branding helps people deal with the call of their heart. Personal branding is not just swagging up, putting on a nice tie, putting on a nice shirt. I'm grateful to my mentor who taught me how to dress as well. I'm trying my level best, but his league is definitely different. I mean, I guess I need 20 more years to catch up and get to his level. And I know he's on this scope as well. But you have to know that your emotional branding is key spiritual branding, career branding, academics, relation. These things just don't happen. You gotta make the investment, build into, what you're supposed to do, grow your brand, and make sure your walk is louder than your talk. There's so many people, that talk louder. And unfortunately, I even see some people that call themselves coaches and life coaches, pastors, and all of those things. You can sense, that it's coming from a place of brokenness. It's just talk, and there's no work at all. So if you will succeed and grow your brand and develop, you have to go to the core of your heart and deal with the deeper issues of your brand. No Gucci can compensate for a rotten brand. No Louis Vuitton can compensate for a rotten brand. If the brand is rotten, it's rotten. No matter how much you dress up that brand, it's rotten. You have to go deeper, dig deeper, and start to cultivate the brand that you have. So your brand is your visa, your brand is your passport. If you build an excellent brand, you will fly high. Guess why I have done this program for the last 5 years of my life? I have seen the works. You've seen it for the last 5 years. And I'm not one who comes and tells them this is what we've done and there's no proof. We have proof from the 5 years we've built this program. The last 5 years. There's tangible proof. There's powerful testimonies of people's lives changing. And I've done it. I've even made it a policy. Like when I'm doing corporate training for companies. Every training I do, this is a customer service training. If I'm doing customer service training for companies, I always insist that we start with a component of personal branding. Because if people don't like themselves, they're not going to give best service to their clients and to their people. So for us, we say we have to brand your people before we do any training. When we do leadership training, when we do any other form of training. Because I have seen broken CEOs. You know what they need? They need branding, personal branding. They can dress well, they can drive the best. But the best personal branding comes from the core of your heart. For you to be able to succeed and become better at what you do, you have to create that brand that will distinguish you from the rest of the people. So my prayer and my heart, 2016 is still young. 2016 is within your reach. Don't work hard on your job. Work hard on your personal brand. Work hard on yourself. A lot of people are striving to work hard at their jobs, work hard in their marriages. When you start to dress up the right way, when you change the way you speak to your husband, and today is Men Monday, I'm coming back to do Men Monday, where we're speaking to the hearts of men. It's not that you don't have the best expensive perfumes. You have the best perfumes, but you have, an ugly perfume that comes out of your mouth. When you speak, it destroys. That's branding. So 2016 is right in your face. Will you go after your brand, grow your brand, develop your brand, push it to the next level to be able to succeed? We have created this program, for the last 5 years, the 10 pillars of a branded life. The 10 pillars of a branded life. If you have not enrolled on the one-on-one coaching of the 10 pillars of a branded life and personal branding, we take you through the process of how to brand yourself. You get this training the workbook. You get this awesome T-shirt. I need to do T-shirts for my mentor. He needs a branded T-shirt, some T-shirts for my mentor. So you get a branded T-shirt for the I brand. It basically says I brand. I am an asset. So wherever you go, you're an asset. You're not a liability. You're not a yoke. You're an asset. Everybody wants to join in. And if you want to brand yourself, you're saying, hey coach, help me brand myself. I want to brand myself. When you brand yourself, the rest of the stuff begins to fall into place. You have visa, you have access, you have limitless access in places you would not be able to walk into, in places you would not be able to go into. That's what personal branding does for you. So there's my email address on my Periscope profile. There's coachsteady12@gmail.com or info@steadydivine.com, or just the email address that is out there. You can send me. I can show you this. When I talk about branding, guys, I take my time to invest in my brand. So here's what you do. For you to be able to keep in contact, this is my I hope you can see. There's a reflection out here, so I hope you can see. Okay, so let's try his side. So those are my social media profiles. So that's my WhatsApp if you want to send me a WhatsApp. That's my Twitter, that's my Periscope, that's my Instagram, and that's my Facebook. So if you would like to get in touch and say, hey coach, help me create a brand that will speak for me. So that's just my name, @SteadyDivine. Follow me if you're not following me. And if you want to send a direct WhatsApp message to my phone, that's basically my contact details. You can take a screenshot, and maximize what you're supposed to be able to do to create that brand that is going to distinguish you. So if you have any questions, feel free, and I'll be glad to do, before you buy into the program and be part of the coaching program, I'll be glad to do a free session for you. We can do a Skype session so that I find out if this program meets the needs that you're supposed to achieve. So we're not just going to say, okay, take on this thing. We do a session. I take you through all the what we're going to do in the program, and if it meets your needs, you jump in. If it doesn't meet your needs, you have liberty to be able to jump out. It's basically up to you, but my interest is to make sure you succeed and do better at your brand. I'm growing, I'm building my brand every day, and that's the biggest thing that I'm doing with my life. Grow, build my brand, have a complete brand. My spiritual life has to be branded. My faith, it's branding. Brand your spiritual life, your academics, your finances, your relationships. It's a lot of work, so investing all that time to create a powerful brand. And let me tell you something, wherever you will go, because your brand is going to be your passport and your visa, doors will automatically open. Your brand will open doors that you can never open, with anything else in your life. So guys, thank you so much for being out here. I hope Periscope has done a good job, because it's been tripping, it's been hanging a bit, here and there. And if you're there, please, how many of you have enjoyed? If you can hear me, just tap out and just type out if you've enjoyed. Just type out, just put up if you've enjoyed and it has added value to your life. Put it out there, put it out there, put it out there, put it out there, put it out there if you've enjoyed yourself. But hey, I want to say thank you so much, and have an awesome, beautiful, 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 beautiful time. And we'll be able to speak to you later on. It's Men Monday, so we're going to be speaking about the issues of a man later on. God bless you. Thank you so much.